Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mr. Tropical Crush and I am a registered psychologist in Australia. I'm also currently doing my PhD on idionomic approaches to personalizing assessment and interventions. And today in this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about attention. So having predominantly worked with adolescents and young adults, something I get asked a lot is, do I have ADHD? A lot of clients come to me and tell me about how they can't concentrate and focus and that they have the attention span of a goldfish. And I think in today's digital age, where social media plays such an important and crucial role in our daily lives, our attention is constantly being pulled in multiple directions. The constant notifications, scrolling, and other sort of addictive features of these platforms have definitely sort of contributed to a steady decline in our ability to sustain focused attention. And so today, I wanted to talk about 3 different scientifically proven ways that we can use to fix our attention and improve our ability to concentrate and focus. So the first strategy I want to talk about is exercise. Now, we all know how beneficial exercise can be for our physical health, but did you know that it can have profound impacts on our cognitive abilities as well? There have been numerous studies that have shown a strong link between exercise and improved attention. One study, a meta-analysis by Smith et al. In 2010, looked at 29 different studies that were researching exercise and attention and found that overall aerobic exercise training was associated with modest improvements in attention, processing speed, executive function, and memory. Another paper, a systematic review by Fernandez et al. In 2019, looked at 44 different studies researching exercise and attention and found that overall most of the studies demonstrated that there was a positive effect on attention from exercise. Now, the reason that exercise improves attention is that when we engage in physical activity and exercise, our body releases different endorphins and neurotransmitters that contribute to improved mood and reduced stress levels. So these chemicals help us create an optimal environment for the brain to function at its best, and therefore it makes it easier to sort of concentrate and focus and pay attention. So exercise also stimulates the production of something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which plays a crucial role in promoting neuronal growth and enhancing cognitive abilities in our brain. On top of that, exercise increases blood flow and oxygen and nutrient supply to the brain, supporting its sort of overall health and vitality. And this increased blood flow nourishes the brain cells and enables them to sort of function more effectively. And of course, in turn, it then enhances our ability to sort of sustain attention and focus. So as we can see, if we want to improve our attention, one way is to sort of incorporate exercise into our routine. The good news is that any form of sort of physical activity can be beneficial, whether it's jogging, cycling, swimming, even a sort of brisk power walk. So a few of the studies that Ferguson et al. 2019, the systematic review we talked about before, looked at, found that between 15 to 30 minutes of moderate continuous aerobic exercise or 30 to 45 minutes of resistance exercise resulted in enhanced performance on attentional tests. So that means if we're doing something sort of that's aerobic based, running, swimming, jogging, we only need 15 to 30 minutes. But if we're doing strength based training, like going to the gym, lifting weights, then we want to extend that a bit longer, between 30 to 45 minutes for best results when it comes to improving attention. What Fernandez et al. 2019 also found was that activities or exercise that required greater sort of motor coordination and balance and involved sort of greater cognitive abilities actually had better results when it comes to improvements in attention. So that means, if we want to get the most benefit out of exercise in terms of improving attention, we might want to focus on sports that maybe require a bit more coordination or a bit more thinking, things like perhaps tennis or basketball or baseball, and things like that. The second scientifically proven way that we can enhance our attention and focus is meditation. So whenever I bring up meditation with some of my sort of younger clients, I always get a bit of an, oh, not this again, it's so boring. So before you sort of roll your eyes at me and stop watching, let me sort of explain why and how meditation is good for enhancing and improving our attention and focus. Meditation is something that has been practiced for centuries in sort of more Eastern cultures and philosophies, but has also only more recently, sort of in the last 20 years, gained a bit of significance in the sort of scientific literature and psychology. But despite that, there's already numerous studies that have shown it has a positive impact on attention and cognitive abilities. Much of the research on meditation and attention suggests that meditation helps us improve attention because it allows us to better filter distractions and maintain focus through a mechanism called mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and aware in the current moment with a sort of non-judgmental attitude. And by training our mind to focus on the present moment, we become more adept at directing and sustaining our attention, which can obviously improve various aspects of our lives, but also improve our ability to focus and, like we said, filter and sustain attention. Two meta-analyses that looked at a whole bunch of different studies looking at meditation, mindfulness, and attention, one by Verhagen in 2020 and the other by Sumantri and Stewart in 2021, both found that both mindfulness and meditation were linked with greater changes in objective attention performance. So the good news is there is actually a type of meditation called mindfulness meditation that is specifically sort of designed to help us improve our ability to sustain attention and also shift focus so that we don't get pulled away by distractions. So, based on the research, if we want to fix our attention and improve our ability to sort of focus and concentrate, we want to set aside a bit of time each day to find somewhere sort of quiet and comfortable where we won't be disturbed, and practicing maybe a few simple different sort of meditation strategies. We could focus on our breathing, we could follow a sort of guided mantra, or if you're up to it, you can sort of follow a guided mindfulness meditation that you can probably find on Spotify or YouTube. Great news is for those of you that really sort of don't like meditation or struggle with meditation is that a study by Norris et al. In 2018 actually found that even for beginners, a brief 10-minute mindfulness meditation led to improvements in their sort of ability to focus, concentrate, and their attention. The last thing I wanted to say about meditation is that when we're doing it, I want us to remember that the aim of meditation is not to sort of empty the mind and not think about anything, like many people seem to think it is, because our brain's not built that way. We're naturally going to think about stuff. The aim of meditation, and in particular mindfulness meditation, is learning how to sort of control our attention and focus so that we can pull our attention away from distractions and thoughts and shift it back onto something that we're focused on, whether that's our breath or a mantra or the sort of guided meditation that we're listening to. So the last strategy I want to talk about today is exposure to nature or natural environments. So when we're in nature, we often feel a sense of sort of calm and tranquility. And research has shown that this is more than just sort of mere aesthetics. There have been lots of studies to show, since the 90s actually, that there's a positive impact on cognitive functioning and what we call attention restoration when we're in sort of nature or natural environments. In fact, a systematic review by Stevenson et al. In 2018 looked at 42 different studies that looked at this link between exposure to natural environments and attention, and also other sort of cognitive functioning abilities. And what they found was that working memory, cognitive flexibility, and attentional control all improved after exposure to natural environments. The way nature helps us improve attention is through something called attention restoration theory. And this theory suggests that nature provides us with a sort of unique and effortless form of attention restoration. So unlike the sort of demanding and constantly stimulating urban environments we often live in, a natural setting offers a more gentle and sort of captivating focus that allows us to sort of replenish and recharge our directed attention capacities. In other words, nature is sort of designed in a way where there are only certain things that tend to attract our attention. It could be the sky or the mountains and things like that. And that's very different from, the urban environment we live in, where there's ads, there's scrolling, there's notifications, all these different things that are constantly sort of fighting for our attention, constantly trying to drag us to look that way. And so by being in nature where there's less of these sort of attention grabbing sort of stimuli, we're able to sort of be calmer and sort of recharge our batteries or our attention batteries. So another big benefit of being in nature is actually stress reduction. So as we know, sort of when we're chronically stressed, it can negatively impact our ability to focus and sort of pay attention. And many studies have shown that being in nature lowers our stress hormone levels, it promotes relaxation, and just creates a general sense of sort of mental well-being. all of which contribute to sort of improved attention, focus, and concentration. Finally, humans also seem to have an innate connection and affinity for nature. So when we engage with natural environments, our attention sort of becomes effortlessly absorbed by different elements in nature, such as the plants, the trees, the water, the wildlife. And this sort of effortless fascination can help us enhance our attention and sort of provide a break from the cognitive demands of like modern life that's filled with technology and all these sort of distractions. So next time you sort of notice that you're struggling to concentrate or focus, or notice that your attention span has gotten really short, take some time off and sort of go out into nature, go for a hike, go for a walk in the park or at the beach, or even sort of just taking some time to sit in your backyard or look out the window at some sort of natural environment. So for those of you who might struggle to get outside a bit or live in really urban environments where there's no sort of natural settings or nature around, I have some good news. So a study by Crossan in 2017 looked at simulated walks in nature through watching a video of a bushwalk, and if this also sort of restored some of our attentional processes. And what they found was that, yeah, indeed, even a simulated walk by watching a video of some natural environments actually helped us restore attention and improve our concentration and focus. On top of that, Abbott et al. In 2016 found that even just exposure to sounds of nature can have that sort of attention restoration effect on participants. So, you don't even need to go outside or watch a video. You might be able to just put on some gentle, natural background white noise, whether that's bird sounds, whale sounds, sounds of even running water. Even those can help us sort of improve and fix our attention. And you could even sort of combo these strategies together. So you could go exercise out whilst you're in nature, or you could meditate out in nature and hopefully get the benefit from both of these different strategies at the same time. If you figure out a way of exercising and meditating at the same time, please let me know in the comments, but I don't think that's one that's probably possible just yet. Anyway, so hopefully you found this video enjoyable and helpful, and hopefully sort of the research I've cited has given you enough, I guess, motivation to go try out some of these strategies if you're sort of struggling with your attention and concentration and focus. Anyway, good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.